and gentlemen, welcome. It's time to introduce the team. Let's start from the team Australia with number 4, Ruby Perkins. Number 5, Sienna Harvey. Number 6, Bonnie Diaz. Number 7, Russell Ochoa. Number 8, Zara Russo. Number 9, Monique Kobochi. Number 10, Emilia Dakic. Number 11, Denison Ray. Number 12, Cesare Hagan. Number 13, Manuel Paulich. Number 14, Monica Williams. Number 15, Kali Hitler. Coach of this team, Renata Pino. And assistant of the coach, Jake Black. And now let's introduce the team of Brazil with number 4, Mika Marachani. With number 5, Ayala Endor. With number 6, Antonis. Number 7, Alexia Yagababa. Number 8, Ishu Obaka. Number 9, Julia Grace. Number 10, Raisa Lopez. Number 11, Mama Owens. Number 12, Isabel da Silva. Number 13, Sofia Burgess. Number 14, Clara Pescaro. And number 15, Michael Burgess. Coach of this team, Leo Figueroa. And assistant of the coach, Claudio Lopez. Ladies and gentlemen, we now invite you to stand up for the national anthem of country Australia.
We are 1 minute away. The countdown to tip-off is brought to you by TISO. Michael Cerrone with you on the FIBA Basketball Channel for day 2 of group play here at the U19 Women's World Cup. Australia ready. Brazil ready. Leo Figueiro is the leader for a Brazil team coming off a big loss on day 1. Making their 12th appearance all time. Rene Camino on the other side, a former youth and senior national team player for Australia. Now on the bench, leading this team. Brazil finished 4th in the 2024 U18 America. That was their second straight 4th place finish, but that's enough to qualify for a U19 World Cup. Brazil is typically the U17 South American Championships gold medal winner. They typically finish in the top half of the AmeriCup as well. Brazil and Australia, we are underway from the Czech Republic in the U19 Women's World Cup. Australia in green, they start with the basketball, and Brazil in white. Bonnie D slicing through, up with the left hand, no. And it's tipped around, controlled by Brazil, and here they come for the first time. Isla McDowell, 5 in white. She's the key. Headed to South Carolina to play for the Gamecocks. She gives it up this time, and the 3 is off. And the rebound kept in bounds by Satea Fagan for Australia. Spinning to the basket, up and in. Bonnie Dees puts Australia on the board. A lot of college talent on both sides of the ball in this game. Bonnie D's one of them, headed to Arkansas. McDowell steps into a triple. Off the iron, it's kept alive by Alves. She couldn't get the follow to go. Back to Australia. Perkins stops. Fagan off the mark. That was actually Monique Williams with the attempt. High off the heel. Strong rebound for Williams. Monique Williams, 6'3", 18-year-old. 3 is up for Fagan and down. Satea Fagan with her first bucket. Fagan began playing for youth national teams when she was 14, playing 2 years up at just 17 years old in this under-19 World Cup. Give inside in the post, and 1. Manu Alves with a chance at 3. Foul on Monique Williams. Manu Alves struggled yesterday, 2 for 12 from the field for 7 points. She converts on the 3-point play to put Brazil on the board. Fagan to the corner, open 3, Perkins got it. Ruby Perkins played in last year's U17 World Cup. She's another one, still just 17 years old for Australia. The answer doesn't fall. Here comes Perkins with speed. Perkins inside. Fagan going up. That one might have been blocked by Cavalcanti. Loose on the floor, Dees picks it up. Extra pass for Fagan. Reverse layup, too strong. Give it out. Williams. Fagan on the attack, rejected by Alves. Manu Alves doing it on both sides early for Brazil. McDowell in the post. Spin to the basket, and it somehow falls for Julia Press. Press came off the bench yesterday, had 8 points, all from the free throw line. That's her first field goal of the tournament. Ryan gives it to Williams, throws to Fagan. A whistle and a travel. Satea Fagan turns it over, back to Brazil. Cavalcanti is the lead guard for Brazil. She gives it up to McDowell. Steps into the mid-range J off the front of the rim and controlled by Dees. Skip pass to the corner. Perkins couldn't hit another. Rebound pulled down by Press. Dagba back up top, Cavalcanti. Cavalcanti gets around Perkins and bumped. 2 free throws coming for Micaela Cavalcanti. A 5'5", 17-year-old who appeared in 2 games for the senior national team, the 2024 World Cup pre-qualifiers. First free throw splashes in for Cavalcanti. She averaged 7.3 points per game in last year's U18 AmeriCup. 6 points on 2 of 11 shooting yesterday. Struggles all around for Brazil, though. They were 12 for 57 from the field as a team. Madison Ryan drawing the foul and dropping it in. Chance at 3. Give it in, Ryan lays it in. Alves hands off, McDowell. Back to the corner, open look, Alves drills it. Another 3 for Ryan, and she sticks it. 7 straight for Madison Ryan for Australia. A shootout between Alves and Ryan right now. Number 11 on number 11 crime. And McDowell gets fouled. Going back to 2 Australia possessions ago, it was the Madison Ryan, what we thought was an and 1. The layup counted, the foul came after the bucket. So Australia got the ball back, and Madison Ryan got 2 more. Better than 1 more. 15-9 Australia, 4.5 to play in the first. Cavalcanti surveys, look in for McDowell. Working on Perkins. McDowell fading away, yes. First points for Isla McDowell after leading Brazil with 18 yesterday. Step into the three and drilled. Another bucket for Madison Ryan, catching fire. Timeout Brazil. Australia leads 18-11. Madison Ryan has the last 10 for Australia. 4 for 4 from the field for Ryan. A 7-point Australia lead with 4:08 to go in the opening quarter. Dogba lost control. Still loose on the floor. Dogba and Babangi fight for it, and Monique Babangi rips it away. Babangi, full head of steam to the cup, lays it in for two. First points for Monique Babangi, who averaged over 10 per game in the U18 Asia Cup last year. Inside, Alves gets fouled. Against Manuela Poch. Manu Alves is going to the free throw line. She already has 6 points and 2 boards. Australia with a 9-point lead. Brazil looking for a stunner on day 2. Australia in their first game. Again, this is a 3-team Group C. Alves goes 2 for 2. Sienna Harvey gives it. Dees rounding the defense, and the floater might have been tipped. Cavalcanti keeping her head up to the corner. McDowell steps back and knocks it down. First hit from distance for Isla McDowell. Dees gives inside. Harvey the backdoor cut and lay in. That was actually Zara Russell laying it in. McDowell got another. 2 straight from deep for Isla McDowell. McDowell has 8. It's a 3-point game. Natoa gives it up. Step back on the baseline, and that was blocked. Manu Alves got a piece of it. Cavalcanti gives it in. Press. Alves a three. Off the iron. And D's able to pull it down. Taken away by Cavalcanti. Pass inside for McDowell going to the floor. And a jump ball. Bonnie D's and Isla McDowell got tied up. We'll be seeing those two in the SEC next year. D's at Arkansas, McDowell at South Carolina. .147 to play in the first quarter, 22-19 Australia. McDowell catches. McDowell puts it up way too strong. Pulled in by Poch. To the corner, Russell. Natoa finds Poch on the attack. Poch offensive rebound, missed it again. McDowell pulls up for three and puts it in. Isla McDowell has 11 points. Her third from deep. She ties it up at 22 apiece. It's a 9-2 run for Brazil. All 9 have come from Isla McDowell. And the answer doesn't fall. Tapped out of bounds, back to Brazil. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. And the future South Carolina Gamecock is catching fire for the Brazilians. Isla McDowell played in the AmeriCup this year for the senior national team. Scored over 2 points a game. 6'1", 18-year-old. Micaela Cavalcanti will bring it up. Cavalcanti gets around Harvey, high off the glass and in. Brazil has taken the lead for the first time. Poch, count the bucket. Manuela Poch with a chance at three. Poch can't convert. Kick back out. Fagan driving to the basket, and Fagan traveled. Shot clock will turn off for Brazil. 16.5 left in the first quarter. Cavalcanti handles with 5. Cavalcanti lobs it in, and it was thrown up by Alves. She could not cash in. The first quarter comes to an end. We've got a good one on our hand. Brazil and Australia tied at 24 apiece. The second quarter is next from the Czech Republic. the first quarter. She has 11 points, and we're tied at 24 apiece heading into the second. Michael Cerroti with you on the FIBA Basketball Channel on Game Day 2 at the U19 Women's World Cup from Brno, Czech Republic. Second quarter gets underway. Australia has the ball in the hands of Perkins. Fagan, hard to the cup. Koch had the rebound for a moment. Cavalcanti poked it away, but stepped out of bounds. Backdoor feed, Poch threw it out of bounds, looking for Ryan. Become a FIBA YouTube member today. Unlock exclusive content, enjoy members-only videos and photos, access our dedicated Discord server, and get more exciting perks. Pick one of our rookie, starter, or MVP tiers, and be a part of our growing community today. Brazil gets their first look of the second quarter, and they go to the hot hand McDowell, but she left it short on that fadeaway. McDowell is not afraid to pull. She took 21 shots yesterday. Fagan, corner three, bottoms. Satea Fagan retakes the lead for Australia to get the second quarter scoring started. Cavalcanti, skip, corner, and a travel. Alexia Dogba walked with it. Satea Fagan is now 2 for 2 from three-point range. She's 0 for 4 from inside the arc. Perkins surveys. Fagan, she'll try another one. Too strong. Poch tips it. Cavalcanti picks it up. Look inside. Wild shot. Rolled around and out from press. Ryan with the hit ahead. Into all sorts of traffic and a foul. Bonnie Dees went down. Goes against Isla McDowell. Her first personal. If you're Brazil, you need to avoid foul trouble for Isla McDowell. Step back elbow jumper. Too strong from Fagan, and a foul is called on the rebound. Goes against Brazil and Manu Alves. Alves got into foul trouble yesterday. That's her first personal in this one. Micaela Cavalcanti heads to the bench, as does Alexia Dogba. Fagan off the inbound, lays it in. Satea Fagan now has 8 points for Australia. Alves spins to the basket. Shot clock hitting zeros off the heel. Perkins going inside out, and she airballed it. Fagan keeps it alive. Poch, open three. Misfires, and it's kept alive again. And McDowell steps in to take it away. She had 5 steals yesterday, and she intercepts that pass for her first of this game. Lucas. Press. Contested 3. Not even close. D's going hard to the basket. Through a triple team. Rejected by McDowell. Isla McDowell sends that one back. Subs being made for both sides. And we've got a timeout. 29-24, Australia on top of Brazil. 3:01 in to quarter number 2. Five-point lead for the Australians and the basketball, and Fagan immediately puts it up off the inbound, but missed it. Shot clock resets for Australia. Long 3 off from Babangi, and McDowell gets the rebound. Alves forcing her way to the basket. Flipped it up way too strong. Perkins up the floor to Fagan, lays it in with the left hand. 7-0 run for Australia to start the second. McDowell gets the screen from Alves. McDowell with 4 to shoot. McDowell pulls up, short. Rebound tipped around, Brazil controls. A whistle with 7 on the shot clock. McDowell got fouled. Isla McDowell's high school coach called her a unicorn. She can do it all on the floor. She's going to the line for 2. Out of Cy Springs High School in Cypress, Texas. She was ESPN's number 22 recruit in the U.S. in the class of 2025. Sticks the first free throw. McDowell, a McDonald's All-American. McDowell goes 2 for 2. She has half of Brazil's points. Perkins calls out the shots for Australia. To the corner, an open look. Madison Ryan on fire for Australia. She has not missed, and she has 13 points. McDowell trying to match it. She's going back to the line. McDowell and Ryan with 13 apiece. Almost 15 points a game in last year's U18 AmeriCup for Isla McDowell. Brazil finished 4th in that tournament. making their 12th U19 World Cup appearance all time and their 3rd straight. McDowell splits the pair on that trip. Leo Figueiro is the head coach for Brazil. His team down 7. Nice pass inside, and Fagan lays it in. Monique Williams, an excellent feed. And Australia gets it right back for 2 more. Madison Ryan again. 11-point lead for Australia, the largest of the game. Fagan might have got a piece of that 3 from Raisa Lucas. Hit ahead, inside Fagan, missed it. Great pass from Ryan to keep it in bounds, but they give it back to Brazil. Foul called against Satea Fagan. That's her first. Baseline drive. And a travel before the basket. Fifth turnover for Brazil, each team with 5. Not too many. We've seen much higher numbers in this World Cup on both the men's and women's sides. Ryan, another 3. Madison Ryan cannot miss to start the U19 Women's World Cup. McDowell lobs it in. Alves going to the post. Alves left it short. Here comes Australia. Fagan finds Ryan. Looking for Williams on the floor. Picked up by Cavalcanti. And McDowell throws it away to Fagan. Australia slows it down. 14-point lead. Right wing triple. Off the front of the rim. Cavalcanti is the catalyst for this offense. She kicks. Open. Corner 3. Too strong. Tipped out of bounds by Williams. It'll stay with Brazil. .249 to play in the first half. 41-27 Australia leading Brazil. Madison Ryan has 18 points, 7 for 7 from the field. Ryan and Fagan have combined for 30 for Australia, as McDowell couldn't hit with the shot clock winding down. There's a travel. Zara Russell walked with it as she caught the pass. Cavalcanti working on Perkins, just able to get it across. Dagba attacks the basket and lays it in. Alexia Dagba with her first points. She had 2 points in almost 32 minutes of action yesterday. Perkins gives it up. Baseline. Free throw line. Pauch. Reverse layup. No. Under 2 to play in the first half. Cavalcanti. Another travel. Alexia Dogba moving too quick. Seventh turnover for Brazil. Both teams with 7 turnovers, but the points off turnover margin, Australia leading that column 7-2. Harvey finds Pauch. 3-ball. Got it. Bonnie Dees knocks it down. Australia up 15. Long left wing 3. Off target. Here comes Harvey. Harvey inside for Pauch. Lays it in. It's not an easy pass to make for Sienna Harvey. She's moving with so much speed, but keeping her head up. And Manuela Pauch drops it in. 46-29. Left wing 3 with space. Yes. Brazil needed that one. Harvey with a Euro step, and she got fouled. Raisa Lucas. Lucas fouled out yesterday. Two shots for Sienna Harvey. Puts in the first one. 4-star recruit who we'll be seeing in a Washington Huskies jersey this upcoming season. She goes 1 for 2. Cavalcanti gives it. Alves hard to the basket, too strong. And Pauch got fouled. That's against Julia Press on the rebound. Manuela Pauch will go to the line for 2. First national team appearance for Manuela Pauch, who plays in the NBL 1. Pauch goes 2 for 2. 30.9 on the clock. 49-32 Australia. McDowell, 6 to shoot. Alves defended by Pauch, and Alves gets fouled. Foul goes against Manuela Pauch. That's her first. Raisa Lucas back in with 9.6 on the clock. Alves off the inbound. McDowell, the hot hand in the first half, but McDowell misses that one. Cavalcanti, the second effort. She puts it in at the buzzer. Micaela Cavalcanti gives Brazil a late 2. Australia, though, 25-10, second quarter advantage. They take a 15-point lead into the halftime break. 49-34, 20 minutes down, 20 to go from the Czech Republic. The second half is coming up on the FIBA Basketball Channel.
That is unbelievable. These guys will be legends in their own countries, but also in the international basketball world.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
This isn't a moment. It's a time unlike any before.
It's not a request, not a maybe, not a someday. This is now.
Feel our presence, built on strength
And drive, not rising. We are arriving, not hoping, but owning.
This isn't a moment, it's movement, constant, relentless.
Every cut, every pass, every shot.
Earned.
Taken.
Undeniable. The future, it's already here.
forged in sweat,
Ruled by queens.
When we move, the whole game shifts.
And we're unstoppable in all directions. We own the game.
but not enough, and it's 49-34 as we get set for the second half. Brazil coming off a 36-point loss to France. Australia in their first game of the U19 Women's World Cup. Second half is underway between Brazil and Australia. Micaela Cavalcanti. Alves turns, puts it up and in. Great start to the second half for Manu Alves. Ruby Perkins gets fouled by Cavalcanti. Ryan inside for Fagan, poke loose. Fagan corrals. Kick, Perkins. Floater doesn't fall. Alves spinning to the basket, off the glass and in. 4 straight for Manu Alves to open the second half. Give and go for Perkins. Couldn't get the up and under to drop. Cavalcanti. McDowell trying to work past Dees. Bonnie Dees takes it the other way. Bounce pass for Williams. Gets Alves jumping. Australia will reset. Dees, triple, got it. Second three for Bonnie Dees. She has 8 points. First points of the third for Australia. McDowell takes on contact. Blocked. Williams was there with the help defense. It'll stay with Brazil with 5 to shoot. Bonnie Dees making things hard on Isla McDowell. Baseline inbound. Up for Cavalcanti. Cavalcanti, shot clock hitting zeros. Airballed to 3. And Ryan has it poked away, and it's laid in by Lucas. Williams to the corner. 3 ball. Yes. Another one for Bonnie Dees. She's 3 for 3 from distance. Australia as a team is 9 for 16. Lucas calls out the play. Screen from Alves. Alves gives it up. Fagan tips it, and it's going the other way. Satea Fagan took a shot there. Foul is against Julia Press. Renee Camino, the head coach for Australia. She played for the Australian youth national teams as well as the senior national team, as Fagan can't spin in the elbow jumper. Alves against Williams. Alves takes on contact and lays it in. Manu Alves has 6 in the second half. (55-42) Australia. 3:28 gone in the third quarter. McDowell, head fake, threw it out of bounds. Looking for Julia Press on the backdoor cut, and McDowell turns it over. That's her third. Back to Australia. Ryan floats it up and in. Madison Ryan is 8 for 8 from the field. She's got 20. Press. Spinning. Press. Can't get it. Dees gets it out of there. Bonnie Dees up the floor in a hurry. Corner. Ryan a three. Her first miss of the day. Alves turns it over. Bonnie Dees races up the floor and gets hit. Dees will go to the line for a pair. Second straight possession that Bonnie Dees has taken the ball all the way up the floor in just a couple of seconds. Manuela Poch back on the floor. Monique Williams is headed to the bench. First one good for Dees. Almost 14 points a game at last year's U18 Asia Cup. She's a dynamic scorer that loves to get downhill. Bonnie Dees should be fun to see in the SEC at Arkansas. Bonnie Dees has to go to the bench. I believe they said there was blood on her leg, so she had to clear the floor. So it's Monique Babangi who steps in for the second free throw and misses it. Dogba attacks baseline, out of bounds. Poch catches, Poch for two. Great entry pass from Monique Babangi. Put it in a place where only Manuela Poch could get it. Timeout, Brazil. 5:01 to play in the third. Australia has figured it out here in the second half. .60 to 42 Australia after Brazil had cut into the lead to start the quarter. But now it's Australia up 18. Cavalcanti finds McDowell. Isla McDowell driving on the baseline. Foul came before the shot. Isla McDowell going to the free throw line. McDowell misses the first free throw. Has not scored yet in the third quarter. 14 points in the first half. And now on the board. And she goes 1 for 2. McDowell 4 for 14 from the field. Ryan hounded up top, finds Potch. And McDowell takes it away. Cavalcanti back to McDowell. McDowell dancing with it, taken away. Babangi starts the break, looking for Ryan. Cavalcanti got a piece of it. Back to Brazil. Madison Ryan heads to the bench. Straightaway three, off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Harvey. Loose on the floor. McDowell scoops it up. Give it inside. Alves. And she was standing out of bounds when she tapped it back in. The ball was still in bounds, and it looked like Alves kind of gave up on the play, and the second effort was too late. So it's back to Australia. This is Harvey. Screen from Potch. Potch wide open for a right wing three, but she missed it. Offensive rebound. Back up top for Harvey. Now to the left wing, and that one drops. Perseus Natoa drills it. Her first points. McDowell off the screen. Yes! Isla McDowell has been efficient from three-point range. She's 4 for 6 now. Harvey steps into it, but misses. Harvey picks it up on the run, and Harvey gets fouled by Cavalcanti. Micaela Cavalcanti picks up her 4th personal. She'll head to the bench. Zara Russell misses the 3. Loose on the floor. And McDowell comes out of the pack with it. Freitas lobs it in. That was a weak pass taken away by Babangi. Harvey gets fouled. Brazil has looked pretty careless over the last few possessions with the basketball. They've had their moments where the offense has been clicking, and it obviously gets tougher without Cavalcanti on the floor because she is the clear lead guard for this Brazilian team. Sienna Harvey at the free throw line. Harvey goes 1 for 2. Lead is 18 for Australia. Press waits for McDowell. Double teamed. McDowell back to press, and she couldn't handle the pass. th turnover for Brazil. And Australia has turned that into 19 points. Open 3 ball is off from Russell. Tipped out of bounds back to Brazil. Australia has 12 turnovers, but Brazil with just 4 points off those turnovers. De Silva misses the 3, and a foul on the rebound. A lot more whistles here in the third quarter than we had in the first half, but a clear foul as McDowell and Russell were tied up. Renee Camino, the head coach for Australia, 2004-05 WNBL Rookie of the Year, and then a year later was drafted number 24 in the WNBA draft. But she never played in the WNBA, was dealing with knee injuries throughout her career, and only played in Australia. And now to the sideline as the head coach for this Australia U19 squad. Zara Russell misses both free throws. Freitas. Handling. McDowell will clear the space. McDowell has 2 to shoot. McDowell has to put it up, and she has no idea. Isla McDowell putting on the moves, but it does no good when you commit a shot clock violation. Under a minute to go in the third. Williams skips it. Corner 3. Too strong. Rebounded by Isabella De Silva. McDowell tries a long straightaway 3 and misses everything. Isla McDowell trying to make up for the last possession. Missed it badly. Australia up 18 with the ball. 0.5 separate the shot and game clock, so they can just about hold for the final shot. Harvey gets fouled by Press. Sienna Harvey will go back to the free throw line. She's 2 for 4 today. Good on the first. Harvey played up a year in the 2022 U17 World Cup. She goes 1 for 2. Offensive rebound. Stick back won't go for Natoa. Out of bounds. Back to Brazil with 2.9 on the clock. .9 is enough time to get the ball up the floor and get up a shot at the buzzer. Micaela Cavalcanti beat the second quarter buzzer. We'll see what Brazil can do to end the third. Tapped right back out of bounds. It stays with Brazil, but .7 taken off the clock. And now back to Australia with .3. As Micaeli Freitas was out of bounds. Referees discussing. Nathaniel Saunders, Xiao Zhang, and Sandra Sanchez, the officials. They will take another look at where the clock should be at. So we go to the monitor for the first time today. So it's clearly more than .3 because .6 on the clock there and hand was already up. The whistle was blown before that. But at the very least, it's more than .3 that should be on the clock for Australia here. So the clock changed to .6 seconds. Renee Camino calls a timeout. She thinks Australia can add to the 19-point lead before the third quarter comes to an end. It's 65-46 with .6 on the clock for Australia to end the third. Inbound to the corner, open three. Oh yeah! Renee Camino, you are a magician. Monique Babangi sticks it. 68-46. Australia has their largest lead heading into the fourth quarter. 68-46, Australia on top of Brazil. 10 minutes to play after Monique Babangi beats the third quarter buzzer. A 3-ball from the corner makes it a 22-point lead. A reminder to take to social media for highlights from this game and every other at the U19 Women's World Cup at NextGenHoops and with the hashtag FIBA U19. Fourth quarter is underway from the Czech Republic. Australia with the basketball, and a travel gives it back to Brazil. I'm Michael Cerroti with you on the FIBA Basketball Channel. Another busy day of group play in the U19 Women's World Cup. We got the day started with Portugal taking down China by 23. Canada and Nigeria are playing right now, and Canada is up 62-16 at halftime. McDowell with a 3, short off the rim. Japan, Spain at 11 Eastern, and Argentina against the host nation Czech Republic, both Group D matchups. And then to end the day, 2 Group A matchups, Korea and Israel, and Hungary against the United States. Tipped out of bounds, stays with Australia. Last touch by McDowell. Bonnie Dees and Isla McDowell have been going at it in this one. Again, they'll be squaring off in the SEC next year. The future of college basketball and beyond in this U19 Women's World Cup. Here's Williams to the basket. Gives it up. Kick. Extra pass to the corner. 3 too strong. And Monique Williams commits the foul. Monique Williams, another one of those players who we'll be seeing in the SEC at Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt took over women's international basketball headlines with Michaela Blakes, who just completed her freshman year at Vanderbilt. 8:51 to play in this one. Leo Figueiro, the head coach for Brazil. An injured Brazilian down on the floor. That's Isla McDowell. And great to see her get up and walk it off under her own power. And McDowell will stay out there. But going back to Michaela Blakes, again, just wrapped up a ridiculously productive freshman year at Vanderbilt and was just named the MVP of the AmeriCup for the senior national team for the U.S. And Vanderbilt greeted Blakes at the airport after her MVP performance and returning back to Vandy. Obviously, Monique Williams not there, as she is here in the Czech Republic for Brazil, or Australia, excuse me. But the United States senior national team in the AmeriCup featured a lot of the top collegiate talent in the country. And we will go to the replay monitor once again. 8:41 to go in the fourth. A 22-point lead for Australia. Nathaniel Saunders, Xiao Zhang, and Sandra Sanchez, they didn't have the busiest first half with the whistle, but it has picked up in the second. They're looking for that elbow from Bonnie Dees. You can see her left arm extend right there as she goes into the chin of Manu Alves. It's tough to see with the speed of this look. It's on the screen from Alves. And Bonnie Dees extends that left elbow. I think we've got the looks we've needed to see. It just depends what the officiating crew wants to call. A clear elbow to the chin from Bonnie Dees, and here is the call. It's an unsportsmanlike foul against Bonnie Dees. 2 free throws coming for Brazil. So Leo Figueiredo's coach's challenge pays off, and Manu Alves is at the line for a pair. This is the first. It was initially called an offensive foul on Alves, but they now add the unsportsmanlike against Bonnie Dees. Alves goes 1 for 2. Brazil ball with 8:41 to go and a 21-point deficit. McDowell up top. And McDowell throws it away. Here comes Natoa. Kick to the corner. That's off the foot. Stays here. Just 4 points in the second half for Isla McDowell. She now has 6 turnovers and is 5 of 17 from the field, including 1 for 9 from inside the arc. She's shown flashes. Obviously an incredibly impressive guard, but the efficiency has struggled in this one. 3 ball, nothing but net for Fagan. Satea Fagan, a shooter for Australia. Does McDowell have an answer? High archer, short. Australia pushes, but they turn it over. (71-47) Australia. First game of the 2025 U19 Women's World Cup. Group C with only 3 teams after Mali was originally slated to play. So Australia with an off day yesterday. Brazil will not play again until the knockout stage as Manu Alves drops it in the post. And it's ripped away by Press. Alves now the leading scorer for Brazil with 20. McDowell has 18. A look in the corner. And a three goes off the top of the backboard from Da Silva. Fagan, can she have another? Not this time. And a foul on the rebound. That goes against Monique Babangi. Cavalcanti handles up top. Off the screen, Alves. Inside for Press. Hit every part of the rim and rolled off. Harvey. Downhill. Harvey finds Poch. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Australia. Also have to say, whoever is on aux is doing a great job at every stoppage with this. These tunes are incredible. Harvey with a Euro step. Harvey got fouled. I mean, you have to imagine some of these Australia smiles have to be influenced by the music in the arena. First free throw good for Harvey at Starez Arena in Brno, Czech Republic for the U19 Women's World Cup. USA, the heavy favorite coming into the tournament. Australia performs with consistency in the U19 World Cup. They did finish 9th in 2023, but that came after 2 straight silver medals. Rounding the defense and laying it in, Isabella Da Silva. Spain, another team, came into this tournament with high expectations. They're 1-0 after beating Argentina on day 1. We'll see them in about an hour and a half against Japan. A foul off the ball as Alves made her way to the basket. Manu Alves with 20 points and 7 rebounds. She had just 7 points yesterday. Inbound for Da Silva. Back up top, Cavalcanti. Cavalcanti, high off the glass. No. Offensive rebound and an and one for Press. Julia Press, just 16 years old. She played at the U15 level last year and now at the U19 tournament. But Press, I mean, you talk about efficiency last year. 17.4 points, 17.2 rebounds per game. Good for 3rd and 1st, respectively, in the U15 South American Championships last year. 6'3", 16-year-old. Great compliment to Manu Alves, both 6'3", but Alves 19 won't be playing at this level again, and you have to imagine this is where we'll see Julia Press in a couple of years, right back at the U19 World Cup, as a step back three goes for Harvey. Give it inside for press, missed it. To the corner. Russell trying to go baseline, walled off, and she stepped out of bounds. 4:45 to play, 75-54 Australia. Great defense by Cavalcanti on the baseline. Cavalcanti, Alves, and McDowell, all members of the senior national team at one point in their career. Alves and McDowell in the AmeriCup this year. Cavalcanti last year in the World Cup pre-qualifiers. But Alves and McDowell both scored at least 2 points a game for the senior national team in the AmeriCup. Again, that's where Michaela Blakes won MVP and the United States won gold. Brazil in this tournament won bronze in 2011. That was their only medal. Michaela Cavalcanti back to the free throw line. One for two trip for Cavalcanti, and Sienna Harvey comes in for the rebound. Harvey looking inside for Williams, out of bounds. It'll stay with Australia. Monique Williams practiced with Vanderbilt during the spring semester but did not play. So from January to April, while Vanderbilt was still playing, Monique Williams did not suit up, but she practiced with the team. Three is up and down. Chryseis Natoa with her second triple. Taken away. Harvey all the way to the basket. Drops it off and float in. $80-55. Australia flexing their muscles on Brazil. 3:50 to play on day 2 of the U19 Women's World Cup. Isla McDowell and Brazil trailing Australia by 25, 80-55. Madison Ryan with another basket right before the Brazil timeout. McDowell, corner three with the shot clock winding down. No. It'll stay with Brazil. Madison Ryan has 22 points, 9 of 11 from the field. Spin to the basket, up, no. Press, the rebound and stick back. Julia Press now with 7 points. Natoa looks inside. That shot missed by Hinder. Under 3 to play. Callie Hinder on the floor for the first time for Australia. 6'6", 17-year-old. She plays high school ball in the United States and has college offers from Arizona, Arizona State, Wisconsin, TCU, and many more. Her dad, Russell, kind of a cult hero in Australia basketball. Played in the NBL. And now it's Callie making her first national team appearance. Loose on the floor and picked up by Alves. Get it ahead for McDowell. McDowell floats it up off the heel. Tipped out of bounds, back to Australia. Isla McDowell now shooting 25% from the field. She is 1 for 10 on 2-point attempts. Step back and it rolls in. Lead back to 25 for Australia. Alves skip corner. McDowell. McDowell gets inside. Can't connect. Rebound picked up. Here comes Australia. Dees. Dees gives it in, and Natoa for 2. Nice look for Bonnie Dees to find Perseus Natoa. Australia continues to extend the lead. It's 27. Largest of the game. Brazil led in this game for just 13 seconds. And Australia well on their way to their first win at the U19 Women's World Cup. Bonnie D slams on the brakes, 1 minute to go. Dees kicks, Natoa lobs it in. Hinder blocked from behind by Alves. And a whistle, an injured Brazilian. That's Julia Press. Julia Press will get some help, but able to walk off under her own power. Fatigue obviously sets in when you play 2 games in 2 days for Brazil. And on the other side, Australia in their first game. And now they get a rest day. They'll play France on Tuesday. France with today off. So Brazil will be very well rested for the knockout stage. All 15 teams will make the knockout stage. As that one is floated up and in by Clara Pestillo. Pestillo in her first time playing for the national team. 25-point lead for Australia. 10 seconds between the shot and game clock. As this game winds down, Brazil will fall to 0-2. As the 3-point attempt rattles out of bounds, will stay with Australia. 83-47 was the score on day one, Brazil falling to France. So a much closer effort in this game. Brazil had their moments where they looked impressive, but they could not keep up with Australia as Bonnie Dees splashes in the three-pointer with 1.2 seconds, and that will do it. 87-59, the final. Australia shines in their first game of the U19 Women's World Cup. We take a look at the final stats for Australia. Madison Ryan, 9 for 11 from the field for 22 points. Satea Fagan had 15. And Bonnie Dees with 17 points and 9 rebounds. Leading the way for Brazil was Manu Alves with 20 points and 8 boards. Julia Press with 7 points and 10 rebounds. And Isla McDowell with 18 points. For our entire FIBA team, I'm Michael Cerroti saying I'll see you when I see you. Much more to come today at the U19 Women's World Cup. Australia beats Brazil 87-59. Thanks for tuning in.